Hi everyone, my name is Dylan Burhanuddin and I've put together a video presentation in relation to a video assessment for Introduction to Web Technologies unit. I'll go through with you the activities my team and me had gone through to complete a multi-layer charity program in order to support a non-profit organization in a period of 12 weeks during the semester. In one of my third year subject called Professional Development, or PD3, every semester there's one program called the Bendigo Bank Challenge. In this program, Victoria University and Bendigo Bank empowers team of students to pick an organization and help them raise people's awareness as well as raising fund over multiple events for them. My team Takes a Gift consists of Joey, Eugene, and Kiara, all marketing students, and me. I'm studying music industry. We agreed to choose an organization called Ladyfingers DJ Collective. I would like to share some backgrounds about Ladyfingers and the main reason why we chose this specific girl power organization out of all the options in the surrounding area. In 2009, a group of young women from diverse cultural backgrounds came together through their mutual love of music and dance, and then came to be known as Ladyfingers. With performers hailing from Birregura, Albury, Somalia, Singapore, Indonesia, South Korea, Uruguay, Samoa, New Zealand, Rwanda, and Australia, Ladyfingers represents global music at its finest. I'm going to take you to their Facebook page to show you a little bit more about Ladyfingers. As you can see, there's posts from Ladyfingers updates, and to mention a big shout out to our team Take to Give. A big shout out to our team Take to Give to the recent project that we've done together. You can also find infos and contact number, emails from this page for your further interest. The next theme I would like to bring you a little article written by Irene Scott, published in the Triple J magazine in 2010, explaining a little bit of history about Ladyfingers. First Electra, aka Nadia Muhammad, one of the founding fingers, says that the idea for Ladyfingers came about at a Somali wedding in 2009. Traditionally, men and women dance separately in those events, but because the DJ was a male, he had to hide behind a curtain so he couldn't see the women dancing. He kept peeking out from behind the curtain. He was just trying to see the reaction to the tracks he was playing, but a lot of the women got really upset. So we decided it was time for us to take over the decks, told her to Irene, as written in this article. Up till now, the Ladyfingers have shortened the gap of culture by the education of music. Ladyfingers were also given the Honoring Women in Moreland award by the Moreland City Council in 2010, only a year after they were founded. As we go back to the slides, most of you now probably have ideas of what and why we have chosen the Ladyfingers. Their motivation based by the means to teach and respect multiculturalism through the art of DJing and music education managed to touch and moved us as a team. As I mentioned earlier, the program requires each team to execute on multiple fundraising activities in order to engage the target market's awareness to the organization, as well as raising funds for them. I will go through what we have done from the Victoria University side. Our mentor from the PD3 subject, Maria Desensi, has been the biggest supporter from the Victoria University. She pointed us the right direction in the terms of preparing the paperwork needed for the project report. We were briefed weekly in class during the semester, as well as gave a solution to the problems and questions we encountered in the process. For the section of this event, we also want to thank Claire Bourne, the recreation officer. Through her, we managed to book the venue for two of our events, as well as the equipment we needed, such as tables and marquees. Also, we want to thank Lini Mayfield, the VU bar manager. She provided the venue for the main showcase. Matthew Gate, the president of the student union, and he and his team in the union provided us ideas on how to advertise our events successfully, as well as lending us the barbecue pit on the last event we planned. The support we received from our Bendigo Bank mentor, Sandra Desmond, was equally immense. As the manager of the Mooney Pond branch of the Bendigo Bank, she always found time to guide us through the process of sponsorship, donation application. The experience she has with creating events under the flag of Bendigo Bank generated enormous confidence for us to go ahead with our plan without touching the start capital of $250 given to us from the Bendigo Bank. Sandra also in charge for the opening and closing of the account made to reserve the funds raised for Ladyfingers. After gathering the support from all approved application of sponsorship, we have the standings of our financial were excuse me, donations we have gathered from various companies such as Chemist Warehouse, Action Indoor Foodscray, and the VU Gym were worth over $1,000, I mean. Added with the garment donation from Nisha, Team Take to Give participation, and the singing lessons from Ladyfingers themselves, sums up the total price for our raffle on the main showcase night. The starting capital from Bendigo Bank for $250 is not to be touched, as we have planned this, and the gift voucher from Kohl's worth $30 were then used to buy material for our barbecue event. The first events were uh, our first event were was held on the Victoria University Foodscray campus courtyard on Tuesday, the 17th of April 2012. In this event, we managed to invite Nazia, who did henna painting. And this gimmick is very much related to the brand image of Ladyfingers. People line up to have their piece drawn by Nazia in exchange for a $5 fee that goes straight to the fundraised account. Nazia's participation was also a donation from the Ladyfingers, as she is one of its members herself. We have started our multi-layer fundraise activity and the brand awareness effort towards Ladyfingers. The free showcase by Ladyfingers was done by Jacinta and me. We played some tunes and created the vibe of interest from students and staff that were there. The objective to promote Ladyfinger as well as our main showcase event during that day were met. The showcase event itself was held on the 24th of April at the VU Bar. The posters were designed by Rob, our friend, and then this is his type of donation to support Ladyfingers and us. The cover charge for this event was $10. First, people could buy raffle ticket at the entry, and also during the events before the draw towards the end of the event. There was an acoustic performance by Joey, one of the Take to Give team member, who opened the events with his choice of latest tracks in full acoustic. And then the main performance by the Ladyfingers DJs Jacinta and Natalia. They both played back to back, mixing the tunes that successfully made the crowd who came that evening dance. And a guest speaker um, from Ladyfingers to familiarize the crowd with the Ladyfingers DJ Collective organization. And then Kiara, our team leader, in fact, led the draw for the raffle. The prizes were then given straight away to the lucky winners, and the night concluded with a closing DJ by me. The weather during that day was quite unfriendly, with no sun and heavy rain before the to after the event, which brought down to the number of attendance from what we expected. But in general, everything went according to plan. We have again raised more fund and awareness from our target market with the success of this main showcase event. Our last event was a barbecue, a sausage sizzle. It was held again in the campus courtyard on May the 18th. Took us a while to get this organized because our team members doesn't have don't have any food certificate for food handling. I'm sorry. And then, as expected, the sausage sizzle were the most successful event. Students and staff were excited to get the food that was sold for $2 each. Also provided some drinks and jelly beans for them to grab for each $1. We managed to finish our stock of sausages in the time frame we have set for that day, and Take to Give was able to reach their objective with this event. The fund raised during this event accumulated with the previous ones was totaled for over $900. After completing the events, the team is pleased to say that we have managed to reach our objective. However, in evaluation, we have concluded some benefits and constraints. We have the benefits of learning on how to realistically plan an effective multi-layer activity in order to raise funds for Ladyfingers. Furthermore, we also gained the experience to contact and organize sponsors to support our intention. We managed to lead and control the process of the whole event, enabling us to bond more as a team, which will be very useful for our future in the professional world. The team are also very happy to have been able to market and advertise the events using the university newsletter, social media, which has helped us to accurately reach our target market, uh, which were fellow students and staff. We have also asked for our friend who is a graphic designer, like I said before, to design the poster to promote the event. Um, and with these posters, the awareness of the events planned as well as for Ladyfingers was raised significantly. Significantly. The other benefit we've gained was a great networking advantage through the relationship with Bendigo Bank, uni representatives, and also the companies who have sponsored us for all the events. Some constraints that we encountered were time. If only we were given more time, we could have maximized our advertising to increase the fund that would be raised. Resources. The team consists of only 4 members with very limited knowledge and experience in the charity or event um, industry. Laws and policies. For our last event, the barbecue, I have mentioned that we had difficulty to organize this at first because none of us have a certificate in food handling, which at the end were then resolved by a friend that has one and then agreed to help us. Mm, that concluded my presentation. I want to thank you so much for your attention on behalf of myself and Team Tech to Give. Have a lovely evening.